Hey guys, this is Mars 2000 with my WrestleMania 25 predictions. Keep in mind watching this video that I didn't do that great on my WrestleMania 24 predictions for last year. I think maybe like one or two of my predictions came true, so keep that in mind while you're watching this, that I didn't do that great last year, but I'm giving it another shot anyway. First up, I'm going with the handicap match, Chris Jericho versus a legend. So Chris Jericho versus Rowdy Roddy Piper, Ricky Steamboat, and Jimmy Snuka with Ric Flair. I'm actually going for the legends to go over on this one, which I think is pretty bad to say, because I think that, having a bunch of like way past their prime over the Hillers defeating Chris Jericho just like makes them look really, really, really bad. And I actually want Jericho to win on this one, but the thing I think is going to be the factor here is the fact that Ric Flair is out there and Mickey Rourke is going to be out there. He's going to be sitting front row, I think, at WrestleMania. So I'm predicting that like Ric Flair and Mickey Rourke somehow get involved in the match. Maybe even Mickey Rourke coming in and giving Chris Jericho a Ram Jam from his character Randy the Ram in The Wrestler. Which, if you guys haven't seen that movie, it's coming out on DVD next month. Make sure you see it. It's the greatest wrestling movie that I've ever seen. I saw it. It was like the second day it was in the theater, and it's one of the greatest movies ever. Anyway, but so my prediction, that one is for the legends to go over, just because of the factor that Ric Flair is going to be there and Mickey Rourke, and I think they're going to get involved. Next, I'm going for the Intercontinental Championship match. Intercontinental Champion John Bradshaw Layfield versus Rey Mysterio. I'm going for JBL to go over on this one and retain the Intercontinental Championship. And I'm going with this just because JBL, I guess he's set to retire very shortly, and from what I've heard, he's supposed to retire as the Intercontinental Champion, similar to how Trish Stratus was able to retire as the Women's Champion. So I'm going for JBL to go over on this one, retain the title. Lumberjack match to unify the WWE Tag Team Championships with the World Tag Team Championships. Carlito and Primo, the Clones, versus Morrison and Miz. I'm going for John Morrison and The Miz to go over on this one and become the Unified Tag Team Champions. Reason I'm going with this is because I just don't see the WWE having the Clones defeat Morrison and The Miz when John Morrison and The Miz are like the hottest tag team going right now in WWE. So I really think that Morrison and Miz will walk out of this one as the Unified Tag Team Champions. Matt Hardy versus Jeff Hardy Extreme Rules match. I'm going for Jeff Hardy to defeat Matt Hardy. Though I myself personally want Matt Hardy to win this match, because although I'm an equal fan of both Hardys, I really think that, I prefer Matt Hardy as a heel. Matt Hardy as a face is crap, but Matt Hardy as a heel is freaking amazing. No, I've always liked Matt Hardy as a heel, like when he did his first run as a heel with, Matt Hardy V1. That was freaking awesome, and now we got this new heel Matt Hardy, and he's really, really good, and I really think that having Matt defeat Jeff here would be a huge step in his new, his heel career, and could mean bigger, better things for him in the future. That's why I really think that they should have Matt Hardy win this one, though I'm predicting that Jeff Hardy's going to walk out the winner on this one and defend, his honor. 25 Diva Battle Royal. Be pretty hard for me to make a prediction on this one, since none of the divas have been announced, even though they had the graph there with all the divas, some of the divas that are going to be in it. Since they all haven't been announced yet, I'm going to say if she's in it, I'm going for Gail Kim to win the 25 Diva Battle Royal and be crowned Miss WrestleMania. Edge versus The Big Show versus John Cena. For the World Heavyweight Championship, I'm going for John Cena to walk out this one, the new World Heavyweight Champion. Just because it's WrestleMania, and, John Cena, and since he's, has the new 12 Rounds movie out, I just think that since, John Cena's being so heavily promoted now, that they're going to have him become the new World Heavyweight Champion. And then I think that Edge and The Big Show are going to go on to SmackDown and feud over Vicky's affection, whatever, and whatever. That's a crap-ass storyline anyway. It's just complete garbage. But anyway, John Cena to walk out New World Heavyweight Champion, my prediction. Triple H versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. God, do I ever want Randy Orton to win this one bad. Sorry, but I gotta predict that Triple H is gonna win this one just because WrestleMania, and Triple H isn't gonna want to make himself look bad, and he's defending the honor of the McMahon family, and we all know that Triple H loves to abuse his power and give himself victories and title run after title run after title run. Hence the reason why he's now a 13-time champion when he has no business being a 13-time champion. But I'm predicting this one, Triple H abusing his power and walking out and retaining the WWE Championship. Though I hope to God that I am wrong on this one. I'm hoping to God that Randy Orton walks out the champion. And we get to live once again in the age of Orton. I'd absolutely love that, guys. So let's keep our fingers crossed that I'm wrong on this prediction because I want to be so bad. And I'm really hoping Orton walks out this one as WWE Champion. But I gotta predict Triple H, so unfortunately. Up next, Money in the Bank match. CM Punk versus Kane versus Mark Henry versus MVP versus Shelton Benjamin versus Kofi Kingston versus Christian versus Finlay. I thought hard on this one, and I gotta go for Shelton Benjamin to pull off the upset here, even though Christian is the favorite to win it. I gotta go for Shelton Benjamin to pull off the upset here and finally become Mr. Money in the Bank. He more than deserves this. It's been his time forever now, and Shelton Benjamin needs to walk out this one as the Money in the Bank winner, especially being the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania. Who better than to walk out than Shelton Benjamin as Mr. Money in the Bank? I mean, he's deserved this forever, so I gotta predict him to pull off the upset here. I gotta hope the WWE finally has the faith that they need to put in Shelton Benjamin and have him walk out as Mr. Money in the Bank this year. And up next, final match, The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. I'm predicting The Undertaker to retain his WrestleMania streak here, and I'm predicting The Undertaker to go 17-0 WrestleMania and defeat Shawn Michaels. And here's where I make another one of my, shot in the dark predictions here, similar to what I made with who is the Jeff Hardy attacker, and of course I hit the bullseye on that one, but I'm gonna go for this again. I'm predicting that after the match, after Undertaker defeats Shawn Michaels is literally gonna snap and turn heel and attack the Undertaker and beat him down. And the reason I'm predicting this is because Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania. He's going into not just any WrestleMania, guys. He's going into the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania, Mr. WrestleMania himself. And he's going in there to achieve the ultimate WrestleMania goal, and that is to be the first person to defeat The Undertaker. And you know what? If Shawn Michaels, the guy who retired Ric Flair at last year's WrestleMania, if he, Mr. WrestleMania, walks into the 25th anniversary of WrestleMania and can't achieve the ultimate WrestleMania goal in defeating The Undertaker, then why wouldn't he snap? I mean, why wouldn't he snap and turn heel and go ballistic? The fact that he, of all people, could not pull off that ultimate WrestleMania goal. So that's what I'm predicting, that Undertaker's going to win. Shawn Michaels is going to completely snap, turn heel after the match. Maybe get traded to SmackDown during the draft or something. And Shawn Michaels does need a heel run anyway. Like, he's been a face forever, and Shawn Michaels is actually set to retire. He's supposed to eat. I guess he's already told everyone that he's going to have his very last match at WrestleMania 26, and then he's gone. And what better way for Shawn Michaels to end his career than to at least have one last heel run, which he really needs, because he's just been a face way too long, and there's really nothing for Shawn Michaels to do as a face. He's fought everyone that he could fight, and I mean, he's fought the whole roster. Like, he needs to turn heel now. So that's what I'm predicting anyway, guys. Those were your WWE WrestleMania 25 predictions. I'm Madman Mars 2000.